Hello, divine beings. This is Huzaifa for my YouTube channel Positive Academy. Welcome to Success Habits Day 4. Now, this success habits that I'm talking about, anyone can do that, right? It's not only about billionaires and millionaires, but all those healthiest and wealthiest people just follow this thing. And it is so much important when it comes to success. Habits play a very much crucial role. So today is a day 4. If you haven't watched all the previous ones, then you can just go and check out for 1, 2, and 3. Day 3, right? So today we are about day 4. So education first. Why education first? We spend the average of 78 years on earth, and out of that 78 years, we spend 5 to 10 years on social media and TV. So it is so much crucial to understand this, that where we spend the time. And it also might be possible that you are spending a lot of time in sleeping also. So you need to analyze what you are doing with your life, because you have a short span of life, you have limited life, you have limited time. Right? So make the use of that time for your good, for your betterment. So we spend about 18 years learning how to make a living and 0 years learning about how to make a life. When we don't know how to make a life, our means of life suffer, living suffer. So what does it mean? It means we invest 18 years into education, right, to make a living, and 0 years learning how to make a life. But what actually is life? Life comes from experiences, and life comes from education, right? So we don't know how to make a life, right? So we are suffering because we just spend time anyhow. We even don't know where our time is going. We are entertaining ourselves, watching comedy shows, binge watching Netflix and all the other stuff. But we really don't care about the education that we are having, which can help us to make a life, which will help you to make a richness in life, to be wealthy in life. So it is so much important to understand this stuff. So it's important to know that here we are talking about education first, not only education. So our priorities, we always must have put education first, and not only education, right? Means you require entertainment also. So it's kind of combination, edutainment, entertainment plus education combination you require, right? For example, you can't focus more than 1.5 hours. Means you can't focus more than 90 minutes. But right now our attention span is so much decreased. So if you are learning any kind of lecture about 90 minutes, it is essential for you to take some break and to have some kind of entertainment. Right? So that is what it's talking about. So the healthiest and the wealthiest and the wisest people in the world choose education first over entertainment. Education unlocks our potential. Understand this. They always choose education over entertainment. For example, if two videos pop up, one is comedy, another is for learning, they will go for learning because they will look out what this video is providing, what are the benefits I am getting, how this video will help me. On the contrary, entertainment will not help in many aspects, but education will definitely help you. Right? So this is important. For me, I emerge too. There is I always choose edutainment. There is but choose education first and then entertainment. I attend, for example, I can attend 90 minutes lecture and get bored and thereafter go for some comedy or for funny videos, right? That is your choice. But you must always put the priority over education rather than entertainment. Education will compile like a compound interest. It is so much important. But no, none of the people understand this thing. It will be like compound interest, right? Means at one point of time it will emerge. You won't even know that whatever you have learned in what way it can just make you great, right? In what way it can help you, you can't even imagine. But when you look back, you will see that the dots are connected, right, from the past. Steve Jobs already explained this kind of thing in his lecture, how education plays a crucial role in one's life. And education, I'm not talking about only the academic education that you are having. I'm talking about in general education, maybe your hobby, maybe your any kind of work which excites you, right? And you want to learn and upgrade yourself because lifelong learning is so much important. We always think that only after completing the career and the regular education, our life is complete. But it's not like that. You must be a lifelong learner. Then only you will be able to upgrade yourself, and you will see the result. Right? This statement will be proven that education will compile like a compound interest. Right? So it's so much important. Some myths about learning. We can learn for a period of time and apply what we have learned, then stop learning for another period of time. And the process repeats. This is false. Learning is continuous and it's consistent. We need to push, we need to constant reminders. So it's not like that I will learn or sometime now, now after that I will stop. It's not like that. It is a continuous process, right? Lifelong learning is talk about. We can all do it alone. This is false. We need coaches and mentors to guide us. Yes, we need coaches and mentors. We will get result fast. This is false. You have to fall in love with the process, not the result. Right? So these are some of the myths about learning. We expect the result so much fast. Way out and this and this. Now it's and now I will be getting this result, but it's not like that. You have to fall in love with the process, right, and not the result. There are five ways which you can be educated while entertained. RAPTD. Remember these RAPTD. These are the steps which you can do, which will help you to be educated along with entertainment, right? First is R. R means reading books. The best books to read are self-development books. Reading books here does not mean just to read. It's about focus reading. The most successful people in the world are very specific in choosing what they want to read. This statement is important, right? How to read a book? Read one section at a time. Read chapters, not a book. Deep in and deep out of the sections you need or don't need to read. It's like shopping for groceries. You go to the aisle that is the thing that you're looking for. Some goes for reading a book. Go to section where you want to find answers to your questions, your problems, your needs. So this is the way you can read the book. Look for the solutions, what you want. The top three recommendation for me regarding the success is this. One is Start with Why by Simon Sinek, another is Thinking Fast and Slow by Daniel Kahneman, and Predictably Irrational by Daniel Ariely. So are we have completed now? A strength for audiobooks. If you don't like reading, listening to audiobooks is a great alternative. Again, listening to the sections that you need most rather than listening to the whole book. Like people see book and they will see that oh, this thick book I'm not able to even read, but they forgot that there are sections and there are chapters. And so if you know the questions, you will be able to see that section and you will go out for certain specific chapters only that will help you, right? Not the entire book. So audiobook is the next. Listen to audiobooks takes less time than reading a book. Next is P, that is P podcast. Listening to podcast take usually less time than listening to audiobook. TED Talks T. Listening to TED Talk takes usually less time than listening to podcasts. And last is documentaries. So it is RAPTD. That is the way you can just learn RAPTD. Okay, reading books, audiobooks, podcasts, TED Talk, and documentaries. So how to choose which suits you best? Learning what type of learner you are. There are four types of learners. Visual learners are best for animations, descriptions, making relationships, links, studying charts, graph, visual statistics. That is auditory learners are learns best through reciting information loud out, remembering it, listening, answering questions about the information they've just learned. Read and write learners are learner best through reading and writing, interacting with text, writing notes while listening, watching quizzes, and last is kinesthetic learner. So kinesthetic learners are the best. They learn through doing, getting involved, getting hands-on, role playing. So what kind of learner you are? Analyze yourself. Are you visual learner? Are you auditory learner? Or are you read and write learner or kinesthetic learner? Right? You analyze. Kinesthetic learner basically just shadow other people, right? So know yourself, which kind of learner you are, and then accordingly you can choose the method. And there are a lot of ways here already discussed what kind of thing you must like if you prefer this certain kind of learning way, right? The challenge for you is to choose the education first. Rewire your brain into choosing education first. Go through each of RAPTD ways until you find the way that suits you best. Do this when you catch yourself on social media. So this is the challenge. Choose education over entertainment and choose RAPTD format, which will help you to analyze which way is the better, right, for you. Right, the main takeaway, right? Once you know the type of learner you are, learning becomes so much easy, fast, and effective. We have been taught that there is only one type of learning style all our schooling life. Finding out how to be entertained while being educated will make learning engaging. When you're finding something, be targeted. Find the exact solution that you need. So this is the day 4 of Success Habits. Education first. I hope you get some value, some insights, some great information which will help you to become the greatest person and to be successful in any area of your life. And it's not about billionaires and millionaires. Anyone can become with the use of this effective methods which I would discuss. So if you like this video, then make sure you like, channel, subscribe. See you in the next video. Till then, bye.